The new season of Rainbow Six Siege is nearly here, which means the Dokkaebi Remaster is nearly here, the new map is nearly here, and all of the other changes that are coming with this season are just around the corner. So I'm going to rank all of the changes with this new season and place them on a tier list that you can see over here. So without further ado, let me know what you think of all the changes for this season. Is it a W or an L of a season as a whole? Starting off with Dokkaebi and the Dokkaebi Remaster itself, I'm actually a big fan of it. Now, Dokkaebi was an operator that was slightly problematic. She was always good, and the only time she wasn't ever going to be good is if she was banned. And the way they've changed it means she still is really strong and can be even stronger than she currently was, but in more niche scenarios, if you know what I mean. So every single round she still has the potential to be good, but not insane every single round. So I actually kind of like this change. I'm not going to go S tier because I haven't actually played it much myself. I want to see how it plays out throughout the season, but I think this is going to be a good change for Dokkaebi and just the health of Siege in general. But let me know what you guys think of that. The new primary weapon, I mean, I'm a big fan of new weapons in Siege, especially primary weapons. As you can see, this weapon is not just coming to Dokkaebi, but also to Sen's and Raura. Raura is a weird one because she never had like a fully automatic weapon that wasn't an LMG, which slowed you down dramatically. So I think that's going to be probably the best for her out of all of these operators. I really want to see Ubisoft continue to add new weapons like this. I want to say every season, but obviously that's not going to happen. But with every new operator, I would like to see a new weapon personally. After this, then we have the major balancing changes. Now, if you're not aware of what they are specifically, they've buffed all the operators here. I think the biggest one is going to be Zofia going back to a 3-speed like she used to be. I think that's a W change. Gridlock has been buffed dramatically as well. Her track stingers now deploy like that limping effect that happens when you get put in a frost mat, that kind of thing, and I think that's going to help her dramatically as well. And then the weapon here, the AK-74M, is also getting a buff. Again, I'm a big fan of this. This is an A tier change. In my opinion, I think the best way for balancing changes to work is when they buff everyone. They make everyone better rather than making the people who are good worse. It's just more enjoyable, more fun, and it's more proactive for the community. But again, let me know what you guys think of that. After that, we have the new Modernised Maps. Now I'm just gonna put it in C tier because at this point I think these might actually be the last 3 maps to get modernizations, if I'm not mistaken, and I just kind of expect it at this point. It's not really any new content for me, but I'm not gonna knock it, you know what I mean? Of course, I'm just gonna take it and move on. The next thing is actually the Battle Pass. Now I'm not gonna talk about the Battle Pass specifically. We don't know what skins are coming with that or whatever, but one thing I do want to say is normally a Battle Pass is B tier, but with this season, if you already own Dokkaebi, which 98% of players in the game will probably own already, you will actually get 600 credits refunded back to you after you buy the Battle Pass, and that is something that Ubisoft don't have to do. They've chosen to do this, which I think is huge for everyone who plays Siege, to be honest. They could have just grabbed that money and ran with it, and no one would have even batted an eyelid. So for that change, I actually want to give props to Ubisoft for doing something like this because it makes sense. Dokkaebi's not a new operator. Obviously, if you don't have her and you buy the Battle Pass, you won't get that, but you will get her as an operator, so it does kind of make sense. But I think the refund is really, really nice. And obviously, we're getting the Black Ice packs as well in this Battle Pass. I'm interested to see if they have any new colors for them. Next up then, we got 3 more. 2 of these are some of the biggest things of the season. Besides the Dokkaebi rework, I think so many people are anticipating a new map in Siege and ranked 3.0. Now I'm actually going to gloss over the map for a second because I want to talk about ranked 3.0. This is something from a fundamental point of the game that we've been begging for years. I think this is hopefully going to work out perfectly. I think this is what everyone in the community has been asking for such a long time now, and if it works as intended, it's going to be kind of like a blend between ranked 1.0 and have all the good aspects of ranked 2.0, and I think it's going to solve a lot of the problems with ranked 2.0, and it's going to be the best hybrid of the two in the ideal world. Obviously we'll have to wait and see, but I'm really excited having it so your rank actually means something and placement matches are back, which I think is a huge dub. After this then we have the new map Calypso Casino, and touching on maps in general, again in Siege, I think this is huge. In fact, I'm going to go up an S tier. Now, one thing that I do know about the Siege community is when a new map gets added to the game, a lot of people just kind of hesitate playing it, especially in ranked, because they don't know it yet and they're not familiar with it. They just don't want to play it in ranked at all, and it never really gets the chance to be played properly and played competitively. It's why maps like Emerald Plains, Nighthaven Labs, and even Lair, when they dropped, no one really liked them at first. It took like at least a year before people started getting settled with it and started enjoying it for what it is. I think Ubisoft need to double down and start adding at least one whole new map every single year. And then finally, we have all of the other small changes that they've made. Now, the ones that they have listed here is Rainbow Six Shield Guard updates, which might not even make a difference. They don't normally. Mouse and keyboard support on consoles is one that I think will actually do real good for the console community. If you guys are console players, you should know that zimming and cheating with a mouse and keyboard on console is quite a common problem, especially in high ranks. And I think with this support, it will stop the people who are using it because they can't afford a PC, and it will make it so Ubisoft will then go, well, we have native support, and if you're still using these cheats, we are going to be able to take more action against you, if you know what I mean. So I think this is going to be a huge change. And then we got balancing changes, rotating trial operators. I'm not sure what they meant by that. I don't know if they touched upon it in the reveal, but I don't know what that means. Esports tab update, sure. And then returning in-game events. 2 events this season is always going to be good. I'm just going to go B tier. To be honest, I'm not really bothered by most of that stuff, but the M&K support on console, that's a dub. So that is everything coming next season ranked. Let's give it a little zoom in so you guys can see it a little bit more closely over there. As you can see, I think this is going to be a pretty good season. I think everything on paper is setting this up to be a really good season, and to be honest, I thought last season was a pretty good one as well. So if we keep this momentum rolling, I think year 11 is going to be a great year for Siege, and hopefully we can keep this momentum up, and next year as well, in year 12, we can have a good year as well. But with that being said, let me know your opinion on all of this stuff in the tier list, and let me know your thoughts and opinions. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.